Well, yeah, YouTube. Somebody asked me about what I feed my fish, and I've talked about food in the past, but I was gonna tell about all my experiences with food, but nah, that's a long, boring video. So I'm just gonna get to it. When you're feeding your fish, it comes down to three things. Is it a carnivore, omnivore, herbivore? Bottom line, know your fish, know what they need. Most food today designed for herbivores and omnivores, it's pretty close to being the same thing. But so let me get to it and I'll show you what I feed my fish. So this is it, guys. This is everything I throw in my tanks. This super soft here, I used to feed New Life Spectrum, and when I get a new fish, especially African cichlids, they have a sensitive digestive tract. And I guess because the fish store doesn't feed them every day, I throw them in my tank and I'd feed them that hard pellet. They'd eat it, and I guess they'd eat too many and eventually get bloat. It's not really bloat, just more of the pellet swelling up, and you know, they kind of gorge themselves because they're starving from the fish store. So I switched to this super soft here. This stuff here, it's a soft pellet. The ingredients are real close. I mean, you know, this one's got garlic, this one don't, blah, 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 blah. They're what and what. So I've been feeding this for a long time, and I realized they were just going through the motion. They weren't really eating anymore. They were eating, but not like they used to. So I switched back to this, but I soaked this in the Nourish, the Seachem Nourish. It's just a vitamin supplement. Makes the pellet soft, and man, they tear it up again. They're going right back at it. I just recently got the Repashy and the community fish food. It's 40% protein, but I feed it to all my fish. All of them love it except for the Frontosa. He doesn't care for it too much, so I still got to feed him the pellets that I soak in the Nourish. Here's what I feed my plecos. It's just a wafer. Here's some shrimp pellets. Now, like I told you before, you need to know what type of fish you have. These shrimp pellets here, I mean, this is a veggie wafer. I got veggie flakes over there. I forgot to bring them over too. I got veggie flakes. If you compare the ingredients from the veggie stuff to the omnivore stuff, man, they are basically the same. It's what and what. This one has a little bit more of that. This one has a little bit less of this. It's really all the same. You're just looking for good ingredients. That's what you're looking for. And these guys, this has spirulina and garlic. This has spirulina, and this isn't the garlic one. But the beta-carotenes and the vitamins and all that, it's all in there. Omega-1 is really a great food. And this is for meat eaters, this is a shrimp pellets. This is high protein. If you look at the ingredients, they're different than this. This is shrimp, krill, more fish, squid. This is for your meat eaters. But for the most part, all your other foods are pretty much the same. So you're just looking for good ingredients when you're checking your food. This stuff, even though it says veggie, it's still got krill in there. It's got shrimp in there. It's got cod. But the omega-1, it has whole. It doesn't have fish meal. It has whole stuff, whole salmon, whole krill, whole fish, whole cod, whatever it is. They got great ingredients. They're not too big on the vitamins and the more of the vegetables, you know, the peas and carrots and stuff. But they got great ingredients. So this is it. This is what I feed my fish. Oh, yeah, one more thing, guys. You know, there's Oscars and peacock bass and doveyes and jaguars. All those fish, all those Central and South American cichlids, the big boys that they eat meat. Don't ever let anybody tell you that feeding a live fish to a fish has no nutritional value. That just doesn't make sense to me. I know I'm going to open a can of worms right here, but I'm going to do it anyway. You know, those fish are designed to eat other fish. It's what they do in the wild. Their bodies are made for that. The downside to feeding live fish is you possibly put a parasite or disease in your tank. So if you're going to feed live fish and you buy them, put them in a quarantine tank. Otherwise, raise them yourself and you know what you're getting. But the feeder fish you're feeding your fish, say that 3 times fast. The feeder fish you're feeding your fish or fed with some of the foods I just showed you, the supplemented food. So if anything, they're better than the fish they're eating in the wild. And their bodies are designed to eat fish. It's what they process. I mean, they got people in this world that 85% of their diet is fish, and they're not malnourished. So to say fish has no nutritional value, that's just ridiculous in my book. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching.